Go! Be free and stop attacking me. I'm your savior. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another round of Subnautica Modded. We are doing the high-tech version here at the island with the newest base start. And we still have all our solar panel stuff up there. I actually haven't built really anything major here. I've just been gone and gathering supplies at the other base. And I also went ahead and built a deep driller here, which goes very deep. It's also only running its solar power from itself, so may not be producing the most massive amount of resources right now, but it is at least producing resources. So we're off to a good start. And of course, last time, one thing I mentioned was coming up with names for the 2 no-name subs. And we've already done variations like spicy meatball or meatball, because it's a sub, stuff like that. I've done all those. And one of the interesting ones, which I am going to apply to this one, was a suggestion from the gaming ape of Timmy Clops. I guess, or Timmy-Clops, because it's Cyclops, so Timmy-Clops. But we'll go with Timmy Clops. So, it's fitting because while he doesn't have a red stripe or a green stripe on him, he is mostly black and dark brown color, so, and he has a red harness, so I think that's fitting for this one. So, for the second one, no name number 1, the red sub, MrSpicyGaming suggested spicy peepers, which is, I don't know if that was a typo or intentional, but the idea of, like I said, peppers, peepers, it's kind of attractive. And then Roger Bumfizz mentioned, why not doing a combination? So instead of chili pepper, it's chili peepers. And I'm thinking that will be a good one for this. So there we go, chili peeper. Because, this is one sub. And so now we have the Timmy Clops and the chili peeper. So with that out of the way, it's time to go back to building, and I've got a lot of titanium at the other base, because when I went back to the original base in the underwater islands, both of my deep drillers were completely maxed out on their storage, as well as power. So I'm doing well on titanium. I actually took copper out of the other one because I am running so low on quartz, and I did make a couple of stops to drill out some quartz. So I've still got a little bit left, a little bit of titanium there. And so I'm just going to let stuff produce here, as well as make trips back. Again, I've got enough power to do a teleport, so I guess that's the first thing I need to worry about. And so again, even with it docked, I'm getting that weirdness of fabricating something here in the vessel. And wow, it's actually like pushed me way off. It actually rotated the whole thing, because of that weird collision bug happening with making stuff in the Cyclops. Oh yeah, it got my subs completely shifted off wrong. Like that's actually straighter than it was. This should have been fairly straight, and now it's kind of pushing into that one. I wonder if they took some damage from that. I'm just gonna build all this stuff. Actually, okay, so it's only affecting it if I'm inside the Cyclops. Because I did have a couple of things that still needed to be made here. And oh, I did the cube generator. Doing the wrong thing. I just looked at it, I was like, that looks like the design for it. I mean, granted, I'll still want a cube generator here, but yeah, I was just like, I went for that thing. That's not it. That one, quantum teleport kit. And of course, I still gotta make that. All right, fine. I'll go get more stuff for that. Where did that one go? That was what threw me off. I was thinking of interior module, and I just picked that one. Oh, and I gotta go get the heads-up display chip, as well as a compass. Compass isn't that bad, but the scanner room heads-up display chip, I will have to go back to get that. So I guess I should have planned for that a little sooner. Oh, wow, yeah. That's it. Ooh. So I just dropped out with the sea moth, and now it's completely all bugged now. Look at that, it's still moving back in place. Yeah, that's not in place. Quite the same. Yeah, it's just way, way off from that bug. Oh man, it's still messed up. Like, it looks like it's trying to be docked, but it's not really. I think I'm just gonna have to back it out and redock it. Oh. Oh, I took damage when I was docking. because of that. I went from 100% health to 71% health on the sea moth. Just by docking. And it was like right at that last second. Okay, the main one's fixed. Maybe that'll fix the problems with the other one there. And yes, I went ahead and made the stuff for the other part while I was at the other base. So we got this. You know what? We're going to go ahead and change the color. Let's go with green here. Actually, maybe a darker green. Green because we're on a nice, vibrant with plant life island. Thinking actually a little darker green than that. That was just a little too bright. Maybe like a forest green. Ah, let me out. Maybe not quite that. There, yep, there you go like that. Oh yeah, that's better. I like that one. Now we got to put it on. Well, let's change the name. I named the other one Island Paradiso. So that's actually more fitting for this one. I really don't know what to put it as. Oh, we'll do that cheesy movie with Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson, The Island. All right, we're gonna start with, you know what, blood oil on this one. I may do this all blood oil, and then we'll do like that, a couple of those, and throw another one in there. And this will be, the other part will be just regular creep vine, so it's not overly bright. And now I can start messing with some of the other ones. Let's go. The glowy ones need to be on this end because we got glow there, so we can stay away from that. And I'll do some of the more specialty ones that we get from the decorations mod as well. Oh yeah, I can't do the fungal sample. And go ahead and set up a seeds fabricate. Oh, and I don't have any magnetite here, so we need one magnetite. I'm just gonna load up a bunch of salt deposits, and we'll make some specialty plants to go out there. So I think I'm gonna do the mushrooms here and bulb bush there. So we'll go ahead and harvest all this. There we go, and start transferring. There we go. Oh, I got an imbalance. I did too many. Okay, you know, I'll throw... I know I've got this empty. I'll throw some in here, and I'll just harvest them for use. You know, I'm sure I'll find a use for them. What is it? 2 of those. We got 1 of those. Pygmy bulb bush. I actually may move that and put another... one of the cove trees in there. Yeah, we need some other ones. I want to avoid the super sized one this time. Do 1 of each of these. Well, I was just trying to get decorative with it. So the only battery I have spare is now being recharged because I used it temporarily while I recharged my ion battery. And I need batteries for light sticks, which is one thing I started doing last time. I'm going to light up the whole pathway leading up to the solar panel farm. And since I have no more, I guess I'm going to have to make a bunch of batteries. And there we go. Bunch of batteries. Let's see, that's 13 batteries. So let's see, I need titanium. Got plenty of that. And I need quartz. I'm going to have to make glass. So that's 13 of them. I need 26 quartz to use all of those up to make light sticks. So there goes most of my quartz that I have left if I do that. Okay, this is where we have to jump. So we might want to make sure that this is well lit right there. You gotta jump across. I'll probably want to do the same thing right there. So these are going to be lit up here. Then we're going to go in here. Obviously, we want to have it lit up inside. If I can get a nice, yeah, there we go, flat area. Doesn't have to be lit like all the way through. Like just enough that you know the pathway. So the light from here works, you know, it's kind of lit up, but it doesn't really light up the path. And then you see we've got that there. I'm actually thinking now, I was wanting to avoid doing this because of trying to get these lights to place correctly, but I might actually go ahead and use those up there on the platform rather than the light sticks. Just keep the light sticks to the pathway lighting as opposed to using the lamps. Again, the lamps are more expensive And in the end, while they're customizable, I don't want to spend that much doing it. Having these, they stand up. So I'm borrowing one of my ion power cells from the Cyclops in order to go and put power into this. So it's just going to be a case of drop it in, pops it right back out, and it is full power, 100%, which means even though it's not producing as much as it's consuming, it's going to take a little while for it to run through that, hopefully, which should boost my production a bit. And now I'll just toss this in here and let the solar and bioreactors recharge it. So it's time to expand in at least some other area than the plants and the solar stuff. And so I'm going to actually build upwards a couple of levels. So we're going to have this as kind of like some sort of central hub stuff happens here, because this is where all the, you know, you got the Cyclops pilots that come in and they come up here and go through this area. And so we can have this be kind of like the central, you know, greeting type area where stuff happens for, you know, newcomers. Gonna have to figure out some way to add in more hatches somewhere, so it's more of like walking out freely. Like I want to have it where maybe we connect over to some other areas, like up this way there's a tube that comes out, there's another hatch that leads from there to something up here, so we have ways to get around to different points beyond just the paths. And it kind of creates this feel of it's a network of places to go. And I wish we could actually plant the trees that tall on some of the ones we've got, because that would be a kind of a nice little touch to have some trees like that size. Just climb out, use the hatch, and oh, that somehow placed on the level below where I was telling it to place. Okay, well, I was gonna do that, but actually, you know what, this, we can go across there. I can make that work. I can make it go over there. Yeah, instead of going there, that's so close to that. If I get it up higher and we go over there. So one more multi-purpose room. I don't know if this is actually going to line up right, but oh, actually, you know what we can do? I'll have to come back and redo this other piece here. But we can go with glass compartments and make it look a little bit nicer. Just a little bit. Not a huge amount, but a little bit. And sometimes that's all you need. Oh man, that's already out of power. Completely drained, and it got me 12 quartz. 100% power from ion power cell, and it got me 12 quartz. So that's basically like 12 items, like a day's worth, pretty much, if it was at normal speed. And there we go. Hatch. I mean, it's not... there's not actually footing here. Like, there's a gap, but I can't go any further in this direction with another tube piece, and there's no like minor extension for it, other than if I did like an L-shaped compartment here and had it go like this, and you see it's clipping into the ground. Even there is clipping into the ground. It's just not going to work. Maybe if I had done like another like a zigzag type look, it might have worked. Also, they're gonna have to put some you know, light sticks along this area too, if I'm going to make it like walking paths. Oh yeah, look at that. That's, well, I also did add some of the lights up there. Let's get up there and see how those look now. Nicely lit up. Just 5 of them so far. Do I have, no, I've got a good crossover of directions. I feel like that there, and then maybe one here aiming that way will cover all of this, because, you know, both sides. That's going that way, that's going that way, that one's going over there. Yeah, this is going to work. I could do this with minimal amount of floodlights, and then at the same time still have the light sticks covering the actual pathway leading up. And it's definitely much better to place these down at night when I can see how it's going to actually affect the look of it, as opposed to trying to do it during daytime in bright sunlight. While I can teleport back to the other base, I'm gonna go grab some supplies along the way as well, and hopefully be able to load up with a bunch more quartz, because that's what I'm really running out of at the moment. While I'm here, I'm going to point out that a recent update to the better ACU mod has fixed the spawning issue with things in the alien containments. Whereas before I couldn't get anything to spawn. You see I've got a ton of stalkers now, and actually I got 3 in my inventory and it's full. I can't fit any more in there. That's fine. We're gonna take some stalkers back to the other base. Go! Be free and stop attacking me. I'm your savior. I mean, I did kind of raise you in captivity, but I'd let you go. So this is how it looks. Daytime. And does it drop me? Nope. As long as I'm walking forward, I think when I click on the hatch, I'm okay. If I don't, I might fall, but walking forward, I'm fine. So yeah, we've got that working, which means I'm going to be doing a lot of light sticks around here. I'm just conveniently right over here. So yeah, got the, ooh. That could be an interesting tie-in. Instead of having the whole thing here, I just build a separate base, no power, and basically place it in a way that hopefully I can jump onto it, and it's like my diving board. It'd be great if we had a skinny foundation as well. I could do that. Have like a skinny foundation. Oh, wait a second. Skinny foundation. If I can get this to place in the right spot, then if I get to place it all, there it goes. Come on, just place in the right location so it's my diving board. I need a diving board to do some Olympic style diving. Ooh, there we go. Not pretty, but I can do that. And I got a diving board. How far down does this thing go? I mean, it is there. And I've seen the post going deep before, but I've never actually gone down to see where it stops. If it just goes straight down until it hits. I mean, obviously it needs a certain amount of terrain at least before it potentially stops. Because I've seen it sticking through other terrain. No, it's still going there. I wonder if it goes all the way down, like just keeps going because it's a deep driller. But if that's the case, if it goes yeah, it just keeps going. I wonder if I can find the right spot and build it at like sea level and have it go all the way down into the lava zone. Yeah, you can see the light sticks there showing up. I've got a little bit more of the path back this way. I'm basically going in reverse now to come back here. So we'll wind around to over this spot and have something that maybe stops here and do the same thing. Then from here, I'll you know, map it out from here up this way. But since I started that one because of the tunnel, you know, I'm just coming backwards. Then I'll finish that up. So yeah, a lot of light sticks. A good thing I've got the hydroponic harvesters making tons of acid shrooms. Now, while I do have all the planter beds, and that's my main focal point here is the planter beds for the cosmetics, it could be really useful to build just one large hydroponic harvester for now inside and start doing the acid shrooms because I'll need it for a lot of light sticks, and then later on clear it out, use it for food production because I will need food production here. I'm going to do something that for the food production is automated, but of course all the research specimens are just kind of allowed to grow semi-naturally. They are in planter beds, so it's not like it's completely naturally. So I'm not 100% sure how you would craft a, you know, like entry areas specific to something like this, but I'm going to try. And, you know, ideally, if, you know, we could place the ladders a little differently, it might be a case of like there's a desk, a reception type desk, where somebody comes up. We'll just do it like this, where we'll say like the reception desk is there next to this little counter with some stuff where, you know, you come over here and be like, hi, I am here on this business. You know, sure, whatever. We'll do that. And I don't know what else might have. Oh, you know, we could do like, could do lockers. Like, you know, they're here, they show up. Okay, you've got to impound this while you're here or something like that. You know, you're allowed to have some weapons while you're out defending yourself on this wild planet. But you can't have it in here, and that is not centered. And we'll throw a picture frame here. You know what? We're going to actually rotate it. We're going to go big. I think it's lined up center still. I can't tell you for sure. Yeah, that's lined up. It's just that extra large fin on one side that throws it off a little bit. Yeah, like that. So we'll do that. And, you know, I'll get a picture of, like, the area later for this purpose. And here we go. I'm just going to do this. It's going to be lagging me up because I've got so many foundations already, and I'm getting to that point where it's just, it's becoming a problem with the foundations causing lag. But I can get from here all the way over to the other peak without having to have an actual set of foundations spanning the whole way and still make this count as one base. So this way, we can make that a nice little living area, and it'll still be part of the same power structure. I mean, otherwise, you don't really need to be part of the same base, but having it as part of the same power structure is going to be very convenient, and that I don't have to build a separate solar farm just for the habitat area. I think this is a good height, and it's almost on level with that, but because I'm going to be building upwards a little bit more, I won't go too far out. So, yeah, we'll just, you know, probably good if I make sure I can get into it first. So, yeah, we'll just do one here. Oh, and I need titanium. Conveniently, 2 titanium from the foundation. We'll finish this off. And, of course, where I'm at, this is going to be slower building because I'll have to keep going back to get more stuff. Yeah, I can make a hatch and probably jump into it there. I'll build more. I'll find some spot where I can make a working hatch access point to get into everything. Yeah, I will have to have this pathway lit up at night. I can barely see what I'm trying to do, where I'm going. Mainly because I got lights in front of my face, but, you know, having some light sticks will help. It's not going to hurt anything. You know what? What? Why is... What the... I've got power beams going all the way over there. What? What's going on with that? That's not right. Yeah, I can do that. I just need something here that's going to maintain the connection to the rest of the base so it doesn't end up being a completely new base and I can get the power to continue over here. So that's a good spot right there, yeah. Walk up here, very nice and easy to get in. We'll build from this part. Throw the hatch in. Already got power. So that means, yes, it's working exactly as it needs to be. All right, I've got 3 stalkers out here. I need some stalker teeth. So I am going to drop that. And then which one of you, who's coming for it? Who's coming for it? Okay, so the one closest doesn't even care. The one that is further away is like making a straight shot for it. Well, you slow down. You come back here. And still not a single tooth has dropped. None. Oh, we got all 3 of them now. Come on, fight. Give me some teeth. I think they're too healthy because I raised them. They're from my alien containment, so their teeth are nice and strong. Finally. I mean, that took no time at all. And I get a stalker tooth here from normally spawning stalkers. And another one already. Yes. Apparently mine are too healthy. They just have such strong teeth and gums. So not a huge amount, but it is enough to get things going. And still having that weird collision thing happening. I'm just going to go ahead because I'm going to have to make a purple tablet either way. It's really the amount of enamel glass, synthetic fibers. I figure I'll just go ahead and do the full sized one. And there we go. Finally got enough stuff made and in inventory that I've got a hydroponic harvester. And so for that purpose, because I'm going to need a lot of mushrooms. I got plenty of copper right now. I'm going to do the 4 acid mushrooms. That is, let me double check before I go put the wrong thing in. Yeah, 4 acid mushrooms. And I need to make samples, not just... oh, and I got jelly shroom sample there because, you know, we'll make a lot of jelly shrooms. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that in the harvester, why you'd need that much, but if you just want to have it for decoration, I guess. So again, for now, this is just going to be for producing acid mushrooms because I need acid mushrooms. And then once I've got plenty of the light sticks everywhere, what I'll do is clear all this out, break it down, move it elsewhere, and it will be one of my food production ones, you know, putting in probably a full complement in terms of food production. Another case where a large room design from below zero would be awesome in this right now because I could load so many of those up in a large room. So a few problems here and there and a few different tweaks here and there. And the main thing is I need a lot of supplies, a lot of quartz and such. And with the new modification to the deep driller, you need a lot of power to keep them going at really high volume of production. And because of the way the solar panels are embedded, like limited, but if you want more solar power or thermal power, it treats them kind of like a base. It does make it harder to add that extra power without having some stuff overlap. So I'm still kind of adjusting around that, but at least I am getting some stuff going. And so now I guess I'm just going to let some supplies build up again, try to get some more stuff going, and do some more decorating next time. But that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think so far. If you got suggestions, of course, be glad to look at them and see if maybe it's something I can incorporate. And as always, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.